So we encounter an error at the point of assigning something code to chart of depreciation. So let's just quickly give you a demo of it. Company code spelling 10 correct. Okay, the company code is this. So the chart of depreciation is NM10. So click enter and I'll click come here to save it. You can save, and then the system throws us an error of parallel currency area currency type 40 is missing 4 area 01. Let's look at the details and see the error message. So the system through this error parallel currency area currency type 40 missing for area 01 of a position NN10. So what does this imply? This implies that there's a currency type 40 that has been created. And currency type 40 is hard currency type. Yes, currency type 40 is hard currency type. Look at it, parallel currency area currency type 40 is hard currency. And where do we normally get this currency from? Let me just close this error and then open another screen to quickly show us this. I'll open on that screen using Ctrl N to look for. So if you say OY01, that's the code. If you want to get this, you go through I think NetWeaver or something or about whatever to get to this part. But I'm using the code anyway. So I'll also show you the parts. So quickly, I want to look for Nigeria because this at currency at country level. The at currency is at country level. Nigeria is my country, is where I assigned. So I'll double click this, and then this is the at currency. This at currency is the currency type 40. This part is the currency type 40. One of these days, I'll do a video on all the currency type that we have in the system. We have currency type 10, which is company code currency. We have 30, we have 40, we have 50, we have 60, 70, and all of these currencies are coming from different screens, right? One of these days, I'll explain all of this currency type. First, this is just to denote that currency type 40 is coming from this place because we have assigned it to the country and then it flowing, asking us, and we have also assigned it to our ledger. So I'll just quickly take us to that place. But I just need to show you this part where this thing is flowing from. I'll close this, but let me also show you the part to get to the screen. I use the T code, but let me show you the parts. I wish the network is that good so I can quickly. So we come to our platform. If you come to our platform, then you see general setting, and then you should go to currency. If I'm correct. Go to currency, check currency code, check decimal. Hold on. So so now I think currency, check currency code. I think this is not part I'm looking for. So set country, yeah. So you come to about platform, you come to general setting, there you come to set countries, and then you can come to find countries region. This part. Click on this country region, and uh, and then you can look for Nigeria using the part, and then you should be able to get to Nigeria if I click on it. So you can see. So that's the part. If you want to get to this part of stuff. The T code is OY01. So that's, by the way, I'm leaving the screen. Going to so this is the error message, right? So let's go to that screen to show us. Now, under financial accounting, right? Under financial accounting, you come to financial accounting global setting, you come to ledger, you come to ledger, then you click on ledger, then you come to define settings for ledger and currency type. I've shown you this in a different video. You can go through all my videos, you'll see one of them here. And I could also drop the link on that under this. So under currency type, let me just quickly show you the currency type. We have a lot of currency type here because this is a cross client. A lot of people are using this particular client, and so people have done a lot of configuration on this particular client. That's why it's showing like this. But the major default currency type coming from SAP is 00, which is document currency, right? And 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. By default, any new system you're handling will be coming with these default currency types, right? And now if you come to this currency conversion setting, because we want to use our company code currency is actually USD, but we want to use additional currency, which is currency type 40, which is NG. And that's why to set up that, we have done a setup here under currency conversion setting for company code, right? Let me see. Okay. Now, this is the setup we did here. We said NN0, this is the additional parallel currency that we have created. I've created two parallel currency for group and hard currency, which is Euro This currency type 30 is coming from it's a currency type. Currency type 30 is coming from the client currency. The client currency you can get it under SCC4. If I'm correct, SCC4, SCC1. My difficult code is it's course appearing on my head of what the currency type 30 is coming from client currency. There's a currency in the client definition. So this euro is coming from that client currency. I will show you on this video, but any of the other videos I will explain um this currency type and every other thing. I will explain in another video. But this is just to explain, it's just to fix that error message. That error message parallel currency 40, right? And this is the parallel currency that is coming on 40 at currency NGN, which I've just shown you on the screen. And then if you come to ledger, and then I'm just showing you the connection anyway, where this error is coming from. If I come to the ledger and I click on company code setting, right? And then you'll see the currency type 40 that we have assigned. So I'll click on position to look for the company code. Then I'll just put NN00 company code, right? And then this is the currency 40 that I've assigned to the company code, right? So now how do we fix this? What the system is asking us that parallel currency area currency type 40 is missing in area 01. You see that area 01. Where is this coming from? When we define our when we define our chart of depreciation, we only defined our chart of depreciation for 01. We have not defined chart of depreciation. We have not set up depreciation area for the currency type 40. Because what this thing means is that for every time you are doing your depreciation will flow in the company code currency. At the same time, it also needs to translate back to the what to the parallel currency you have indicated or you have set up in the system. Right. So let's quickly go there. Copy chart of depreciation. Then you can go to copy reference. No. This is not where we're coming to. I think I missed this. I'll go back and then click on copy delete depreciation area, right? And I'll put my depreciation area, which is NN10. Click on this check mark, and then I'll find myself here. All I just need to do is to copy from. You can go back one leg to see clearly. So you can select this and then click on copy. So if I click on copy, I'll just put depreciation area, let's say 40. Let me use 40. And then I'll just say, let me say depreciation, let me say depth for currency type 40. Did you get that? And now click enter. And I'll change some setup here anyway. I'll change some setup here. I'll just go back. So this is not to be posted in real time, right? It will be dependent on the position area 01. That I will just say area does not post. That's what I'll set up. But let me just go back again one leg. Does it want to save? I'll just say click on save, then I'll come back and change that setup because I don't want to miss that. Yeah, I know this is bringing error. So okay, probably maybe I'll need to real time, right? Okay, it's grayed out. So let me just delete it and then create it back again. And then click on copy and then put 40 and then step currency type 40. And then what to say this area does not post. You can see area does not post. And then I'll click on copy. Okay, it's telling me that this key is marked for deletion. I understand because we have not because we have chosen that 40 before, all we just need to do is we have deleted it, we need to save it first so that the system will not continue to see that the position area 40 because we have deleted it. Now we can go ahead and create copy again and put 40. I'm sure you're understanding. I don't want the video to be lengthy and that one a little bit faster. So because we have created 40 before, and then when we deleted it, we did not save it. The system is trying to see that the position, that's a key that we have used before, and that's why we need to save it first, come back to create another one for the position area for that. I'm sure those who have been will understand what I'm talking about here. So I've copied that and I've changed it to area does not post and fine here. I'll just go back one leg to see what I've done. So these are the 12 that I've created. So I'm saving it now. I'll click on save and then you can see it has saved. So has it solved our error? We get to know if it has solved our error. So let's quickly back to um quickly go back to where we want to assign our chart of depreciation and see if it has solved our error. I'll quickly look for my position again, company code, and then 00 is my company code. Then I'll just click on the chart of depreciation, which is N10. Then I'll go again to see if I've saved it. I'll Control S, and then voila. So you see the system is still throwing out this error message, which is what? No parallel currency area currency type 40 is missing in area 01. Why is this error coming from? The first thing we need to do, like I just noted, note that thing we just did first. We need to create the decision area for currency type 40, which we have done. But we are not done yet. We still need to do one or two other setup to ensure that the system is correct, good to go. So I'll show you that. I'll close this error message, then I'll close this part, and then I'll go back, then I'll go to general valuation, close this, come to general valuation, then come to the decision area, then depreciation area, currency, and then specify the use of parallel currencies. So you need to specify the use of parallel currency, like how do you want the parallel currency. So you can see after we have created that depreciation area for that parallel currency, the system automatically recognizes it here. So, but we need to also indicate how the system should recognize the parallel currency, how the system should, you understand? We need to set it up. And that's what we need to do here. So you just come here and then you select. So you need to select the parallel currency, which is the one you are trying to use. You know, we said hard currency is 40, right? That's what we are trying to do, right? So you need to select this one, which is 40, because 40 is what we are working on, which is hard currency you can get. Now, I'll click on 40 and then valuation, adoption of value from where? From where do you want to adopt the value from? From depreciation, from where, which depreciation area rather? I want to adopt the value from depreciation area 1. One is posting in real time, but this is not posting in real time. Rather, um is fetching in information from the first depreciation area. That's what it means here. So I'll just so that's why we selected 1 here. That is from the depreciation area 1. This one. You understand? We are saying this place is where we are fetching from, and then you also need to click on this part. Do you want it to be identical? The APC, do you want it the ID APC, the AD APC should be identical? We say yes. And then from this place, depreciation terms transfer, what do you want it to be? I will also say from 1, which is from depreciation area 01. The same thing goes to this part too. I'll just click on this as well. And I'll save it. I'll go ahead and save. I think I've saved this part, right? Now, so we'll now check again if what we have done has resolved our error message. Let's check. It's good to show all of this working so that you'll be aware of what to do whenever you face this kind of error message, right? So I'll go back again. I'll click on assign chart of position, which is under organization, then copy reference assign. You see, I could just go ahead and fix the error message and I'm done, right? But I needed to show you all of this setup so you see what we have done. We've done the first leg. What we did in the first leg was to what? Was to create a depreciation area for company code currency 40, for currency type 40, right? Now, the second thing we did was to let the system understand what to understand how the depreciation area, the currency. Let me before I go before because I want to go to that part. So you could see that we have saved the system. The system has allowed to save it. So whenever you are faced with this error message of currency type, right, parallel currency type, all you just need to do, since you have introduced a parallel currency, from the word parallel currency, right, you should understand what I mean. Parallel currency. You have introduced a parallel currency, meaning that you want a report to be shown on different currency. You want report to be shown on different currency. Apart from your company code currency, in my own case, my company code currency is USD. Now I've introduced a parallel currency of 40. I've introduced a parallel currency of 40. And so you have to also create a depreciation area. The way S4HANA works. Now, what S4HANA wants is that at the point where you have introduced the currency types, you need to create an additional depreciation area for currency type. That's what this is, SAP S4HANA wants. The setup for S4HANA is that every parallel currency you create, For every parallel currency you create, you need to create a depreciation area for every parallel currency you have created. That's what the system is saying. That's what SAP is saying now. Every currency type you have set up, for every parallel currency you have additional parallel currency you have created or you have set up. The system requires you that by the time you are doing your configuration in asset accounting, you need to also create the decision area for those parallel currency. I believe I'm rushing actually, but I believe you should be able to get the concept of what I'm trying to explain here. How SCPS final works is that, I'll repeat, for every additional currency type you have extended to your company code, you will need to also create additional deposition area for it. That's how it works now. You need to also follow this pattern, create deposition area, and then you go to what to indicate to the system how the currency, how the specify how the parallel currency should be recognized. That's what you need to do, right? We'll still face some other error. I'll come back here and explain. But at this moment, let me just end it at this level. Thank you.